Hello, hello, welcome. Oh, I wanted to just take a moment to talk about love and this whole idea that comes around unconditional. There was a conversation that I was involved in earlier today, and I just wanted to kind of take a moment to bring home how it is that I'm seeing this or my understanding. And maybe, it might shed some light for you as well. So when we talk about love, we talk about what do we think about when we think about the word love? We think about how we feel. So feelings of love, when we feel loved, we feel accepted, we feel heard, we feel embraced, we feel respected, right? Honored, right? These are feelings or emotions that come up when we experience love. We feel gratitude, right? We might feel warm inside, um, you know. And so these feelings of what love feels like, right? And then how is it that we express our love in the world right now, right? And there's just so many areas in our world, all over our globe right now, that are um, crying out for love, right? So anywhere where there's suffering or people are experiencing tragedy, or right, there's a desire to experience love, to experience embracing, accepting, loving. And so when we talk about love, is it's like the highest, I think, embodiment of being that we can possess, is this energy of love. And it is not it's not easy to do because we're taught so many things that are kind of in the contrary of our natural response to love, right? And so when we're loving, when we're actually truly loving, we are accepting, honoring, and respecting all beings, right? That's like the ultimate love. So we talk about this unconditional love, like the love that God, the creator, has for us, right? Loves us no matter what, right? So this unconditional love. Well, for me, of I think that unconditional, to say that love is unconditional, is kind of redundant, because if it's truly love, it has no conditions. If it truly is love, it has no conditions. If you're loving someone, as long as they don't do this, I will love as long as you love me. Well, that is conditional. That's conditional something, but it's not love. It's conditional. I don't, conditional what? Like conditional, I don't know, but it's not love. I don't know what it is, but it's not love. That's what I do know. It's just not love, because love doesn't have any conditions. Like we talk about, like parental love is often as a love that has no conditions. Like we will love our children until the very end, right? And so this idea of love being unconditional, well, if it is truly love, it already is unconditional. It doesn't have to be stated, right? Because if conditional, it's something else. It's manipulation, control, or expectation, or something like that. But it isn't love. It isn't love. So, so just kind of dropping that word unconditional love from your your statement of love, and just have an awareness of love is unconditional. When we truly love one another, we love them beyond conditions and not anything that they do. So this was also something that was beautiful that came up too, is that, and then I'm always speaking from my own personal experience and from what I believe. But what I believe, what I've come to know in my soul, in my spirit, is that every single person on this planet is born of light, born of love. I believe that the moment that we come into this world, we are the purest essence of love and life and light in its most precious form, in its first state of arrival, right? So we arrive perfect, precious, divine beings, these emanating holy of the divine coming through for an experience in this reality, in this reality. So then in the process, individual life, things happen, right? Circumstances arise, right? We have caregivers, people that have been entrusted with our care, our health, and our well-being, right? Who are also on their soul journey of figuring out for themselves how they can shine their light. Or maybe we can look at what's happening in the world right now. Like a lot of people are expressing a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety, right? And because this light, they are the light, the core of their essence is the light of the divine, but they've been informed by traumas and by their own experiences, right? And have this maybe out picturing of the world right now that is very anxious. And so their behavior might reflect that anxious anxiety. You know, people are saying a lot, they're coming forward, they're speaking a lot from fear and from uncertainty in a very uncertain place. And that's really difficult for humanity to be in that place of not knowing because we want to know. And sometimes we think that we know. That's tricky because you can know something. I know many things, but all the things that I know are specific to me. Right? I can share these things just like what I'm doing with you right here, right now. And maybe, just maybe, as I'm pointing to something, you might capture a glimpse of it too. But what I'm sharing with my own specific truth, what I've come to know through my own self inquiry. Right? And so for me, we all are born of this light. We come in, we experience things, you know, we experience loving, we experience unloving, we experience trauma, we experience joy. Some of us have, well, we all have very different dynamic experiences. However, all experience